Good morning and welcome to another vlog. I just got out of the bath and got dressed. I did my moisturizer and my perfume and everything. Brushed my hair. Actually, I didn't brush it. I just kind of ran my fingers through it. Since I cut my hair, it doesn't really get tangly all that often, so I don't really feel the need to brush it every day. If I were to brush it, I would just use a wet brush. This is the one I have. It's fucking gross right now. I need to clean it out, but yeah. Just got out and I'm wearing this today, this like ribbed long sleeve shirt that Beebs got me with my black Reebok shorts just to be comfy. I don't want something too extravagant because I'm literally just going to be sitting at home until Beebs gets home. But yeah, I will show you guys my like shower routine or shower products that I use because I love when other people show what they use. So we're gonna head into the bathroom and I will show you that. Okay, so for shampoo and conditioner, I use the Herbal Essence Smooth Rose Hips. We get this in the pack from Sam's Club. I like that they're a pump and obviously they're pink, so that makes it better. It doesn't improve the quality or the functionality at all, but it makes my heart happy. So yeah, I use these. They last forever, and since my hair is shorter, I don't use as much. So I love these guys. And then for body wash, I use the Olay Fresh Radiance. This is birch water and lavender. I actually have two of these. We got these in a pack at Sam's Club as well. I have this one and then the pink one. But I love this stuff. It makes me smell so good and so fresh. So that is what I use for body wash. And obviously, like everyone else, I just wash with a loofah. For my razor, I use this. I don't think it's the Embrace, but it's Venus. It has the swivel ball for like around your knees. It came with a replacement blade, but this is the same blade I've been using since I got it, and then it came with a little shower mount so it doesn't get gross. But yeah, I use this guy for a razor and I absolutely love it. And then I just had Beebs pick up a cheap pumice stone from the grocery store because I like to pumice stone my feet. So I don't use this every time I shower, but I try to use it when I notice my feet are getting dry and calloused. And then I like to moisturize when I get out of the shower, so I'll either use the Aveeno Tone and Texture. This is the stuff Beebs uses for his beard, or the hemp tattoo enhancing. This is more expensive, so usually I just use it on my tattoos, but today I used the Aveeno Tone and Texture, and I just did that today at least on my face and my legs. I'm not really worried about my arms. They don't get extremely dry. So yeah, that's what I use for like shower routine. Also, another tip, when you're done in the shower or bath, make sure you leave your shower curtain open for a few hours because Beebs told me that black mold can grow if you leave your shower curtain closed because there's no way for the moisture to escape, shall I say. Trust me, at first I didn't believe it either, but apparently it's true. And then for my perfume, I guess this is an oil, I use the Strawberry Marsh Pheromone Oil. That's the brand. I don't know how to pronounce it, but my sister actually ordered the Very Vanilla that Haley gave me for herself, and she ordered me this one while she was at it because I already had the other one, obviously. So I use this. Be very careful when you take the dropper out. It is very open and it will spill. That did just happen to me, so be careful. So yesterday, the maintenance guy came and replaced the blind rod because we haven't had one in here since we moved in, and opening the blinds is very difficult when you're just twisting it from like this plastic piece. So we got that replaced yesterday. And he also came and replaced the filter because this light was red. So he came and popped that in. It literally took him like a minute or less. So the water tastes so good and so fresh now. And then actually over here, our floor has been lifting like since we moved in. I don't know if you guys can tell right there. It's been lifting and it feels like really weak when you step on it. So he said to give it a few days and he's gonna order some epoxy to press that back down. And then we also mentioned in the maintenance report that this like rubber piece was coming off the window. Like I said, all of this has been this way since we moved in and we don't want to get charged for it. So we also mentioned this and he's gonna get some double-sided tape and fix that for us as well. So all the maintenance should be taken care of in the next few days. The maintenance guy was really nice, he was very fast, and we're happy to get everything that's broken fixed. Now we are taking this girl potty. We are headed outside. She gets so excited to go potty. Headed back inside. Every morning, once the dogs are out, I usually open the balcony door just so they can get some fresh air if they want. Usually they both head right out there. And after I do that, I have to make sure that the heat's not on. We usually turn it on at night, so I'm just gonna switch it to the fan. Obviously, a very important thing to do every day is drink some water. I'm working my way through my first glass right now. Another goal of mine for the new year is to drink 5 of these a day. So I'm gonna refill that and work my way through that in the next hour or so. But I know I vlogged yesterday and I ended up stopping the vlog because one, it's hard to vlog all day because then I can't be on my phone. So basically after Beebs got home, we hung out here for a while and then we both decided that we were pretty hungry. So we left and we got Chick-fil-A. We ate inside of Chick-fil-A. Sometimes we like to go in because it's just nice to avoid the drive-thru every now and again. So got Chick-fil-A, we came home and we started rewatching The Walking Dead. Beebs has never seen it, so I wanted to kind of show him my obsession that I had as a child. Not a child, but like a teenager. So we watched like the first 3 or so episodes and eventually moved to the bedroom and winded down for bed. And then we went to sleep. So that was basically our night last night. I haven't eaten yet today, so I think I'm going to throw something together. I want to make a grilled cheese. So yeah, we had 4 loaves of bread in the freezer. We get the 2-pack from Sam's Club. We were out yesterday, so last night I took the new loaf out and let it unthaw. So I'm gonna throw something together with the bread. So I think while I'm doing this, I'm going to make some coffee. I try not to drink coffee because of my heart condition. My doctors don't want me to have a lot of caffeine, so I try to do what they say. But I haven't had too much caffeine in the last few days, so today I'm gonna have a cup of coffee. The coffee that Beebs usually gets, he likes the Bones Coffee Company. This is the Salty Siren, and it is sea salted caramel mocha. So I'm gonna use that, and then we just measure it out with a measuring spoon. So we have a KitchenAid coffee maker. This is just the one Beebs had. As you can tell, he used it this morning. So we're gonna dump that out, spray it off, and then put our fresh coffee in. So just take the old coffee and try to get it all out. And as you can see, it's wet, so it doesn't all come out. So I'm gonna use the spray feature of the sink and spray all the leftovers out. Clean filter, well, as clean as I could get it at least. Pop that back in. And then this top part just comes off and you fill it through the top there. It has measuring, so today I'm gonna do 12 ounces because if I'm honest, I never finish 16 ounces of coffee. I'm gonna grab a mug. I'm not sure which one I'm gonna use yet. I'm just gonna go with this Grinch thermos. And I could actually find the lid, so that's a win. And by the way, I just used like 4 scoops of coffee grounds. Some of you might disagree with me on this. I like my coffee sweeter as opposed to more of the coffee taste. Some people are the opposite, but that's just how I prefer it. Struggle. I'm struggling. Got it. I usually do 1/2 tablespoon actually of sugar and stir again. Pop the lid on. To me, that is the perfect color of coffee, but if you disagree, that's fine. So pop the lid on and our coffee is ready to drink. Now, my least favorite part is putting everything back. Perfect. I cut my grilled cheese into triangles because it's satisfying to the brain, and in my opinion, it makes it taste better. All done. Now I'm gonna make my dipping sauce. Obviously, heart condition things, we have to have water on the side. And I always am very careful and paranoid that I'm gonna leave the burner on. So make sure to turn your burner off. Now I'm gonna turn on some YouTube while I eat. And of course, I'm watching Jezebel. I always forget her name. Which, by the way, I think Jezebel is such a pretty name. Time check, it is 12:37. I'm a heathen. I dip my grilled cheese in ketchup, but it's so good. Ever since, I want to buy a new one. I have random moments in vlogs that I can't speak English, and I don't know what it is, but it embarrasses me. And then there's been so many times that I stop the vlog because I'm so embarrassed, but I'm trying to get over that. So if I sound like I can't speak my own language, I apologize. I usually would drink a glass of milk with pretty much every meal, but we're out of milk, so the grocery store is definitely on our to-do list. My hair is a different breed. Down the hatch. My breath feels very fresh. Okay. Time for 3rd glass of the day. And I don't sit here and chug the water, I just slowly work through it. Because I have gotten sick to my stomach from water before, and it's not fun. Update on the coffee. Definitely not my favorite coffee we've ever tried, but I'm gonna drink it because I made it. Something about the mocha and the French vanilla together, it just doesn't go well. As far as the grilled cheese, the second one that I have left, I'm gonna throw it in a Tupperware and then put my plate in the dishwasher, and I'll eat that later. The struggle in this house is finding a Tupperware. We got these glass like lid lock from Sam's Club. We love them, so I'm gonna use this one because tell me that's not the perfect size. Perfect. The seals are super difficult when you first get these, by the way. Now I'm going to put everything that's in the sink in the dishwasher. I usually would put the plates like biggest to smallest, but to be honest, I don't have the energy for that right now. I try to put spoons, forks, knives, and then I just throw straws and like anything else in the mix. And then all of the bigger utensils go obviously where everyone else in America puts them, and then spraying out the sink because I can't stand a dirty sink. I always wash my hands after doing the dishes because that's fucking gross. And this has been cooling off for like the past 20 minutes. So I'm gonna wash this by hand. By the way, the air fryer that my dad and Nicole got us for Christmas is absolutely amazing. We love this thing. And like, look how beautiful that is. Like, are you kidding? And I still haven't refilled the medications I mentioned yesterday because I'm a child. I put Indy back in her kennel because she likes to beg, but I'm done eating, so I'm gonna let her out. I'm gonna grab a wash rag. There's one on the floor. Perfect. It's clean, I promise. And I'm gonna clean up my mess that I made while cooking. It doesn't look like there's a mess, but I got butter and shit all over the counter. Take it easy on the Fabuloso because it will gas you out, like I said yesterday. There is a pill that just got cleaner on it, so that's going in the garbage. I don't want the dogs to get in it either. That burner is still pretty hot, so I'm just gonna wipe the rest of them the best I can without touching the very hot surface. And obviously I use Fabuloso. I just keep the rag and the cleaner down here so I'm not dirtying 100 of these. Indy, come here, honey. Come here, love. Come here. Rooster. Hi, bald doggo. Hi, bald doggo. By the way, there's still Christmas decorations out because Beebs has like a specific box for all of that stuff, and the Snoopy over there. Both of the Snoopy decorations were his mom's, so he puts those away in a special box. And then we obviously still have the box for our little wax warmer, and he has a box for this little snowman he made as a kid as well. Arch that back, Ruby. I like to shut all of the doors because Indy cannot be trusted. I'm horrible about leaving lights on, so just fix that real quick. I like to try to make our bed every day, so I'm going to start on this mess and get it made for when Beebs gets home. Usually I would have Beebs' help putting the fitted sheet back on, but I'm an independent woman, so we're gonna do it without him today. So I took the opportunity and got all the fucking garbage out of here because that's gross, and I've been trying to keep everything picked up. I'm trying my fucking hardest, okay? Also, this morning I was snacking in bed like I always do, and I felt something hard. Turns out the ball came off of my tongue ring. Okay, now time to do the bed. I throw everything on the floor like a psychopath, but it's all gonna go back on the bed anyway, so why does it matter? I still sleep with my baby blanket. I'm ashamed, but I will never part with this thing. By the way, I hate this comforter. I hate it. Beebs wonders why I don't sleep under the blanket with him, and it's because that comforter drives me fucking insane. And that's why I sleep with my trusty Minky. Fitted sheet is on. Time for the comforter. In 3, 2, 1. Ta-da! Now I'm gonna do the Minkies in 3, 2, 1. Ta-da! Now pillow time. Struggle. And that is the finished bed. I usually try to switch up the stuffies that I put up there every day. So today I went with Pooh and Tigger. And normally I would put my lamb up there, but I'm going to hold off on that today. I obviously have to put the cutest stuffy I own up there. And this one's really special because Beebs gave it to me. So I'm going to move Pooh and Tigger out of the way and put her in the middle. Like that. Hi, Ruby. Ruby is obsessed with me. She follows me everywhere. For my rag, aka my baby blanket, I just throw it on there. And then I'm gonna put this big bitch in the other room. It's fucking hot. I'm fucking sweating. So I'm gonna open the window because it's fucking steamy in here. I have mixed feelings about putting the blinds up because the sunlight does let in a lot of heat because our windows are so big. But also it's letting in cool air, so I don't know how I feel. Our windows are super difficult. This button comes out and locks the window shut. And then to push the window past this point, you have to push this in and fold the little trigger down. So they're a fucking pain in the ass. But I can't really complain because at least the window's locked and we're safe. I don't care if we're on the second floor. You never know. You can see my butt in the mirror. I try to keep this organized, but as you can tell, it doesn't really work. I'm using this cute little hydro jug type thing, a mini one that Beebs got me at Michael's, for my most worn jewelry because I think it's cute. I'm gonna change out of this long sleeve and just hang it back up because I've only been wearing it for a couple hours, and put on a tank top because I am profusely sweating. So I just went with this cute cropped gray. Looks like a halter top kinda. It has this. Says if found, return to owner. I think it's cute. And I still have on the same shorts. I also put my hair up in this ugly little knot in the back because, like I said, I'm hot as fuck. So I'm realizing that I already have 23 minutes of footage. I am most likely going to split this New Year's Eve vlog into 2 parts because I don't want a 2-hour video that will take forever to upload. So I'm probably going to record for like another hour or so and then end this, upload it as part 1, and then record tonight with Beebs, ringing in the new year as part 2. And then I'll obviously do the same thing tomorrow on New Year's Day. So I'm actually gonna mist because I haven't done that yet today. So we're gonna do that right quick and get these little creatures taken care of. I have nowhere, you can see my dogs. I have nowhere to prop my camera up since we moved that shoe rack out of here. But you guys have seen before, water with Reptisafe in it. I promise it's not like a dark blue. That's just the lighting. So I'm gonna spray these critters. I literally can't speak English. It's driving me insane. You can see Mr. Grogu over there. For him, since he is an escape artist, I usually just mist through the screen up top. I try not to mist him directly because it's bad for them. Sometimes it hits him. Obviously, I'm not doing that on purpose. And I just do it so all the greenery is wet. And same thing for Mr. Ghost. This is just cricket diet. I'm probably going to rinse this out and use it for something else because we stopped using live crickets. That is in a weed jar, so don't clock me. I don't smoke. I promise this belonged to my sister. For Ghost, I do the same thing. I mist through the top like screen, but his light is very hot, so I don't want it to melt the carpet, so I have to find somewhere to put that. I decided I'm going to put it on top of Noodle's enclosure for now. I remove it by the cord, try to be delicate so I don't burn the bulb out and miss the other creature. Missed quite a lot because he needs humidity. And then move this fucking hot ass bitch back over. I usually put it on one side so he has a warm side and a cooler side. And we do have a little thermometer in there to monitor his temperature. And I pretty much don't go in there for the rest of the day until I head in there in the evening to turn their lights off. I usually do that at around 10:30, 11, just so they have a 12-hour day cycle and a 12-hour sleep cycle. So, yeah. Time check. This is still hot, by the way. This has been sitting on the counter since I refilled the spray bottle, and I'm getting very irritated, so I'm gonna put it back in here. I obviously have to add SpongeBob to my collection, my mountain of stuffies. I always have an audience. They follow me everywhere. Anyway, like I was saying, tell me he doesn't add joy to the mix. I see a doggo peeking in. Hi, Miss Girl. Oh my God, are you excited? Are you guys excited? Are you excited, Indy? Indy's a howler, and I think it's the cutest thing ever. Okay, let's go. Come on. Sometimes I feed the dogs during the day. I think I'm going to today. We only feed them once a day, so we don't like to have food out all the time because then they'll overeat, and we don't want that. Indy would literally sit and eat all day if you let her, so yeah, I'm calling you out. I think I've mentioned before, but we use a maize bowl for Indy because she eats very fast. For some reason, she thinks it's going somewhere. That is literally the 4th siren I've heard in the last 20 minutes. Anyway, we use this for Indy, and then Ruby just has a regular bowl. And eventually we'll use the other one for Indy when she's trained to not go so fast. So I'm gonna get in here in our dog food. I forgot to close it last night. And I always make them back off. I don't let them be on my ass when I'm feeding them. Okay, now I'm gonna close this. They're both eating. I like to keep an eye on Indy because she'll go for Ruby's food every time. I make sure the door's locked 5 times a day because I'm paranoid. Still watching Jezebel.
Subscribe on Patreon for bonus weekly content at patreon.com/.
Dog ASMR. Last night, Miss Indy found the peanut butter in the dog basket I showed yesterday and absolutely destroyed it. So we have to keep this put up from now on, which I'm probably, just so it's not out looking like this, I'm probably gonna put it on the shelf in the laundry room. Don't mind our disgusting laundry room. I promise it's all clean laundry. Indy's a terrorist, I swear to God. Still working on my water and my coffee. I really wish I had a candle to light, but unfortunately I don't because we burn candles extremely fast. But I'm gonna try to light the one I've kept in the bedroom. I don't know if there's enough in there though. It looks like I should be able to burn this one for a bit. And I've mentioned before, we got these Glade candles in a pack of 6, also from Sam's Club. this slider is running out of gas, so victory is mine. Now I'm gonna cut all the wax out of this one. I know it looks like a lot, but it literally won't burn anymore. So I'm gonna do that and then use this glass dish that it's in to put all my stuff that I need beside the bed in here. So to cut it out, I just use a very, very sharp knife. I might get taken down for that, but who cares? So I can pry the wax out. I just cut it like a pizza. So that literally took me like a half hour, but I got all the wax scraped out. I didn't throw it away. You guys can tell me if I'm a psychopath, but I'm gonna put this in a container and burn it in our wax warmer. So let me know if I'm an idiot, but I think it's a good idea. Okay, I fit all the excess wax in here, and I'm gonna keep this probably somewhere else, like in a cupboard or somewhere to burn later, and then put some in our truck wax warmer, and I put the other one away just because this is more year round. Now I'm gonna let this one soak so I can get the little wick holders out because they are super stuck in the bottom of there. So I'm gonna soak them in like really, really hot water. And I'm actually gonna put a little bit of Dawn dish soap to help loosen the wicks. I feel like I'm a genius. And I'm gonna put this wax in the laundry room. I feel like I'm a genius. Why not repurpose it if we spent $30 on the candle? You feel me? Maybe not. It's fine. Okay, I'm gonna end the New Year's Eve vlog part 1 here. 32 minutes of footage. I feel like that's pretty good. I've been filming for 4 hours. My phone is probably almost dead by this point anyway. So I'm gonna plug it in, watch YouTube, post on my Snapchat story, and just relax until Beebs gets home. And then once he gets home, I will start part 2. So, like I always say, don't forget to always express what you're thankful for, drink your water, take your meds, and if your posture's bad, fix it. And until tomorrow, I will see you guys. Actually, until later tonight, I will see you guys next time. Bye.